Frank's looking to throw. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great... mismatches, throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Franks. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They go play action with Franks. He'll find Darby. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. Rolling to his right. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Now Franks. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Franks now. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Off-play action. Franks flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Franks. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. 3rd and goal. Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Now a give to Breida, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season, and obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On 2nd and 9, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About It's set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Franks now to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Finds a seam inside the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No score after one on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 18 more yards there and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Second down at 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. From the gun, Franks. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Throwing now is Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 24, Allen. And Diggs has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down. Here's Allen. He's got Burton here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Undercrush.
Now Allen again. Check down to Breida. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Allen now looks to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Rush in.
Allen now on the sneak. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Second down, Franks. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Franks. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First down throw. Here's Franks. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Patterson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Setting up play action. Franks. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. 5 Finding Knox there, complete. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was. But he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal. Not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. The left side caught by Diggs. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Allen to throw once more. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcons. TD. Coup for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Mix the score. Falcons 20, Bills 7.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, it's McKenzie.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
45, 45, Mike, 45.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off around the 41. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Davis. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Davis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a throw here to his running back. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. To throw, it's Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back, but boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And again, it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35. Breida. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
45. I got it. 45, Mike, 45. Drop this.
Allen going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Franks now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Now this throw caught left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Now a give running left for Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Jerry Hughes on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they go play action with Franks. Eluding the pressure right. There he goes inside the 30. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. A 1st down carry for Davis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
A 1st throw for the backup, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Now a dump off here complete. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The Franks looking to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. First target, first catch, and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 9-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
Hey, you got three.
Now Franks. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Franks. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! Oh, now let's do this! Hayden Hurst, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you accept.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. John Kaminsky in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Allen. Into the hands of Sanders. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. That one looks like he'll throw here. A quick throw, but incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, D, all day, defense, all day, all day.
Now it's 2nd down throw. Here's Franks. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, boys.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On first down, here's Franks. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And now it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check, ready. Check, Mike 21. Here we go. Hey, check, Mike 21. Mike 21. Check, Mike 21.
Setting up play action. Franks. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And his kick is indeed good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent gain, 35 yards. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. To throw again on second down, Allen. And that's complete to McKenzie. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On play action, Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 43. Right here, guys. Fight.
From the gun, it's Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Darrell Williams, right tackle, the guilty party. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To the air, Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he's going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.